Welcome to Armstrong High School for an all Robbinsdale District boys basketball matchup, as today the Cooper Hawks make the short trip over here to Armstrong to take on the Falcons. Hi, I'm Jay Wilcox. Raheem Simmons, a former Cooper girls coach, joins me today, and first time in a while that these teams have played in the regular season, but I think it'll be a good thing for the district and just both these teams to see how they match up.
I think anytime you have a crosstown rival game on a Saturday, the kids are going to be super excited, the fans are going to be excited. I'm looking forward to a very exciting game today, Jay.
Both teams off to slow starts. Cooper did get their first win on Friday night. Armstrong still looking for that first W, and very young teams. Not a whole lot of varsity regulars back for either side, so they're definitely learning on the fly here, I think, early.
Absolutely. And anytime you're starting a varsity experience and they're young, kids are going to get that test. And today is going to be a good test because Bo and his team is going to be pressuring the ball. It's going to be really imperative that Coach Ware and his Falcons take their time and really execute their game plan opposed to trying to play a game that someone else presents to them. So it's going to be really good to see the Falcons really settle down and play good brand of basketball.
Yeah, both these teams, of course, the kids, a lot of them know each other and everything too. So what you're hoping, though, is that what you do in practice carries over to the game, that you're not getting too caught up in the one-on-one matchups.
Absolutely, and and Cooper having a game last night against a tough Friendly team, their legs may not be there as much tonight, so as long as they're moving the basketball, playing together as one unit, I think they're going to give Falcons a really good battle. So, and I think the same with the Falcons, as long as they realize it's not a me against you, but the Falcons against the Hawks, I think today it's going to be a really exciting basketball game for both teams to play.
All right, first time they've met in 3 years. They played in the playoffs in back-to-back years a few years back, but haven't met for quite some time in the regular season. We'll see who comes out on top today. It's Cooper and Armstrong boys basketball up next on CCX.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back here to Armstrong High School, a Saturday afternoon matinee here between the Hawks and Falcons. And a little bit different thing, Raheem, to be playing on a Saturday afternoon, especially for Cooper having played Friday night. You kind of have to wonder, did the legs, are they ready to go right from the get-go here? We'll have to see.
Well, I think having a game against your crosstown rival today, you're going to find the energy from last night. Just excited to play against the crosstown team. So I think Cooper's going to come out with a lot of energy early on and match the intensity of the Falcons from Armstrong.
And Armstrong, meanwhile, kind of trying to get the taste of their last game out of their mouth a little bit. They were pretty competitive in the first 3 losses, but then Apple Valley took it to them pretty good in their last outing. So I think they're eager to get back on the floor for that reason here too. And again, with having such young teams, maybe some of the matchups that they have in the past, they were maybe like, state-ranked teams or something, so there was a little bit more pressure on the guys. I think now they just want to come out and play well here. As you look at the starters, Cooper on the left, A.J. Wiley-Hunt, Yusuf Hussein, Caden Hicks, Janile Jones, and Taborian Thompson. And for Armstrong, Desmond Ware, Aiden Renke, Matthew Phillips, Alex Olson, and Eli Kemple, the starting unit for Rob Ware and the Falcons. A little bit more size on the Cooper side. They've got a little bit of length, particularly with Jones, but also a couple guys coming off the bench. So the rebounding battle, I think, might be something to look at here today. Who's going to be coming out on top on that?
Well, I think whoever wins the rebounding matchup, but the matchup I'm looking forward to tonight is the guard play. To see how Desmond controls the team, controls the tempo. And like you alluded to, Jay, Cooper does have a size advantage, but let's see how aggressive they are on the rebound and keeping the guard penetration away from Armstrong attacking the basket.
Thompson had that one blocked. He thought maybe it was a foul, but Cooper will get the ball back. Wiley Hunt will inbound here. Hussein launching a three from the right side. That one is short, and here is Desmond Ware with it for Armstrong. Unquestionably the most experienced and probably best player on the court for either team, I would say, coming in. He's averaging about 23 a game for the Falcons, and shot put up there wouldn't go for Renke, and here come the Hawks. Renke, though, stripping it away from Jones, and his pass blocked. It'll stay with Armstrong.
Yeah, I think in the first couple of minutes you're going to see both teams trying to push the tempo, trying to see what they can get out of the other players. But I think once Coach Ware gets his guys to settle down and get control of the matchup, we're going to see a much better executed game.
Phillips at the top here. Cooper denying that wing pass, and now Ware comes out to get it. Whipping it toward Kemple, knocked away though. Under 10 on the shot clock, and a nice steal by Hussein. Little runner from the baseline is good for Hicks, and Cooper on the board first. Olsen with it out on the wing at number 11. Talented sophomore. Coach Ware said he's going to be a real good player in their league, and stepping up from 9A ball to the varsity right away.
Huge adjustment.
Hussein this time off the back iron. Kemple runs it down, but then had to save it right to Jones, and the layup is good for Wiley Hunt.
I think the energy in the building is getting to the Falcons early. I look forward to seeing Desmond and his guards from Armstrong settle down and get things executed. Right now it's a little fast. And I can see Coach Ware just trying to settle his team down. But Cooper's playing the kind of tempo they want. They want to get up and down. They want to push the transition to get the easier shots. That was a great drive over there by Desmond.
Ware getting all the way in for the layup. First Armstrong points go up on the board, 4-2 Cooper. Jones giving it back. Layup no good for Wiley Hunt, but he'll go to the line as Phillips fouled him from behind trying to block that shot.
You can see that Cooper's really trying to play inside to use Jaleel Jones a lot to orchestrate their offense, which is allowing the guards to cut off of his passes. So great drive, good way to draw the contact by AJ.
His free throw good. In now for Armstrong, Cal Pilon, number 21. He and Kemple, part of that Falcons state tournament football team. Beat Cooper in the section final. A good game. The regular season game was not too close, but Cooper played a lot better next time around and gave him a heck of a battle.
You see Cooper trying to speed Armstrong up, playing a full court press. And you know, Coach Powell, he's going to be one of the top coaches in the metro area with his pressing. So Cooper just got Armstrong just has to recognize it's coming, prepare for it, and settle down. That was a nice shot.
Phillips knocking down the three, and we are even at 5. Knocked away from Thompson.
Great pressure by Armstrong.
Ware flipping it up quick. No good, and the Hawks the other way with Hussein. And good denial there by Pilon as he throws it ahead, though too far for Phillips, and it's out of bounds. It will be Cooper ball.
It looks like Cooper is forcing Armstrong to play a game that they're maybe not ready to play right away, trying to play up tempo. I like the pressure that both teams are putting on each other, but I think we just got to see Armstrong play their brand of basketball and Cooper continue to play their brand.
Abel Nason, 13, is in now for Cooper, and coming in for Armstrong, number 10, Gabe Hall. Inside it goes, and a strong finish there by Jones. Janile Jones' first basket of the game, and a 7-5 Cooper lead. Oh, a 2-on-0. Hall, though, denied by Jones. Armstrong had two guys that were out front. Good unselfish pass there, but then I don't think that Hall knew that Jones was coming.
No, great block. Good way to protect the basket. And Jones is taking control on both sides of the court right now. So this is a really good matchup for him, and I like the energy he's playing with.
Where chase back out high. Hall had a little trouble with it. Jones blocked it again.
He's protecting his house. Good job.
Hussein gets a high screen. He'll pop. That one is short. Oh, and then fumbled away. It was Wiley Hunt. Looked like he was going to have a layup, but couldn't come up with that inside.
I know Hussein, if he had an opportunity to pull that shot back, he probably would to kind of get the ball back inside.
There's Hall knocking down a three. The assist from Ware as he drew the defense to him. And Hall was ready. Jones attacking.
He's going to be a matchup problem all night, Jay.
Jones will check out Anthony Bird coming in, so they don't get much smaller there with another big guy. Bo Powell on his 10th season with Cooper. Mason backing his way down as he's looking to attack, but too hard with that one. Phillips the rebound. Phillips stepping into a three, short with that one, and Nason rebounds. Stop and pop there by Hicks, wouldn't go, but they'll get it back. Nason throwing inside. And eventually it comes over to Hicks for his second basket. Cooper back in front now.
Cooper sending 5 guys to the rebound. Armstrong is sending 2. We had to put more bodies to grab those rebounds to prevent the second and third opportunities.
Wiley Hunt and Ware getting tangled up a little bit. An official, I think, kind of giving them the benefit of the doubt. He didn't call a foul on either one, but just said, all right, I kind of saw you. Let's settle it down.
And I think the officials understand the significance of this game and the energy that it brings. So that was a great officiating in my opinion.
Cooper really coming with pressure now. But they'll throw it ahead, and Olsen ahead of the pack and puts it away.
Not good communication on Cooper's part there. They had a pressure what they needed. Somebody didn't drop back to cover and protect the basket. Good execution on the press breaker by Armstrong.
Falcons back in the lead by 1. 12.5 to go first half. Hussein jump stop over to the corner to Noah Butler. No good there, and Olsen rebounds. Ware leading the break. He'll go all the way. Wouldn't drop, but he was fouled.
Good drive and take by Ware there. The one thing that Cooper's doing is taking a lot of long balls, which is allowing Armstrong to run in transition. So when you take a lot of three-point shots that they aren't converting, you're allowing the other team to push the tempo down the other way. And now you stop the clock, you allow guys to rest, and as well as get free points.
Ware's free throw is good as he made a good move there. I mean, if you just looked at it at first, it didn't seem like he had the numbers, but he just kept pushing it and got a good angle to get that layup up, and he was bumped pretty hard. Both free throws good for Desmond Ware, and it's 12-9 Armstrong.
You see Cooper settling down there, running the set play called by Coach Powell over there. Let's see how we execute it.
Knocked away from Hussein, but Cooper keeps it. Oh,
great
nice
pass, great pass, Butler.
That'll be an and one there as Butler cutting across the middle and finds Bird.
Phenomenal find.
Look, I thought he was going to take a real tough shot there.
So did I. He almost said, hey, he committed a cardinal sin and jumping and trying to pass the ball, but it was right on time. Good pass, good conversion, yep. Oh, good hustle.
Oh, ouch. Butler sound like he hit the floor really hard there. Hope he's all right, but great effort.
Great hustle. Sacrificing your body for your teammates. Good job.
I hate to say it, but I'm glad it apparently was his elbow and not his head that hit the floor. I kind of heard a thud and he was rubbing his elbow. So Rather have that than on the head. Looking to beat the pressure again. Over to Olsen.
Good recovery by Cooper Hawks.
And thrown away. Yeah, they had been kind of, token pressuring earlier, but now coming with a more aggressive, really three-quarter court looking to trap. And it's worked one way with that early hoop, but then it's worked that time for Cooper.
Yes. And you're going to see Cooper's going to stay pressuring throughout the whole course of the game. That's a great drive.
Hussein unable to finish it, though.
Someone's got to stop the ball.
Not much room in the corner, so they'll bring it back out. Ware.
Long three-point shot.
Short on that one, and all Cooper on the board as Bird grabs it. Hawks down by 1 as they hit the front court. 11 minutes to go here in the first half, and all Robbinsdale rivalry renewed here. Haven't played in several years in the regular season.
Can't force the pass.
Phillips to Ware, shot fake, and then a runner, and that's
nice
good.
Shot fake. A lost art in today's basketball. That was a great execution by Ware. Great shot. The one thing I'm wondering is Cooper, earlier in the ball game, they were going inside to their bigs, getting the shots and everything they were looking for. I wonder what caused them to get away from it. The good pass by Butler.
Nason missing inside. Goes back up again, short with that, but Armstrong, Kempo couldn't squeeze that rebound. Nason getting in deep, but he's been kind of maybe rushing the shots a little bit, or they just haven't been on target.
And yeah, he's falling away from the contact instead of going into it. He's looking for the refs to call a foul for him, but he has to go into the contact to draw it opposed to shifting away and expecting for a whistle.
And honestly, when you shoot a shot that isn't very close to going in, they're less likely to give you the call, I feel like, too.
Absolutely, and they were rush shots.
No good, but a foul here as Butler will go to the line, and Cooper starting to impose their will inside again a little bit.
When Butler came into the game, you could see he must be an energy guy for the Cooper Hawks. Their energy's picked up a lot on both offense and the defensive side, so good way he was bringing in. He's sacrificing his body as well. Good way to draw the foul and get to the foul line.
Free throw no good. Hall coming back in for the Falcons. That was the second foul on Phillips, by the way, so it's fairly early in the game. That's probably going to mean him sitting for a while at least, you'd think. Butler missing. Temple, dangerous toss way across and over Hall's head.
This game looks like it's going to come down to possessions. Which teams can rebound the ball better and protect and save and eliminate the turnovers.
Coach Rob Ware, 4th season now at the helm here at Armstrong.
One thing you're going to know about Coach Ware is he's going to fill out the game, just see the flow, then make some adjustments later throughout the course of the game to give this team back in control of this basketball game, which is a great shot by Hussein.
Yeah, tough turnaround there over Hall, who didn't play too bad a D on that one, really. Ware over to Kemple. Oh, and he missed the layup. Olsen will get it back. His runner banks it in. So Armstrong leading it by 3. Thrown inside, tough pass there. They battled for it. Knocked out of bounds off of Bird of Cooper. Kemple diving on the floor to get to that one. And it's interesting, just kind of like I expected, Raheem. We're seeing some really good things from both teams, but then also you're seeing some signs of inexperience and
Absolutely.
some dangerous passes that maybe aren't necessary kind of thing.
And the good thing is, Jay, to your point, the inexperience is showing, but I think it's early in the season where some of these mistakes will be corrected. before the end of the season. So good games like this here are great for experience and getting a lot of the guys to understand how to gel and come together and play with some continuity. So this is really, really expected, but it's also good for their development as a team.
This is a goaltend call, so count the basket for Olsen. Yeah, I thought a pretty obvious one.
Yeah.
Once again, they able to throw over the top of that press.
It doesn't look like someone's rotating at the right time because the basket's open every time once they pass it over the top of the zone.
Thompson back in there with the ball up top for Cooper. That one's way off, but Jones is ready for the rebound. Good hands more than anything there to be ready and squeeze that one and put it up and in. Olsen to Kempel. This time on target with that cross-court pass, but shot missed by Pilon.
And with Cooper having both bigs on the court at the same time, we should see a great floater there by Desmond, but we should see a lot of more three-point shots coming up from the Falcons and less attacking to the basket.
Armstrong up by 5. Ooh, nice spin by Hussein. Can he get it done? No, but Jones had the rebound, then had it ripped away. And we're going to get a foul call on Jones of Cooper.
Maybe watch the shot selection at both teams. I think once they start putting more bodies to grab the rebounds, you'll eliminate some of these second and third chance opportunities. Jalil, anytime he goes in, the ball comes right into his hand. I think a lot of it's lack of contact by the Falcons.
Yeah, that was really the first thing that Coach Ware mentioned to me is we really got to block out. We can't give them a lot of second chances. That's going to be a 10-second violation against Armstrong. And again, now that we have the shot clock, you can see it up in lights. You have to call at that point. That felt kind of quick, to be honest, but if that's what the clock says, then that was 10.
Yeah, I thought it was a quick 10, but it looks like Cooper called out of their press for a possession. Armstrong was looking for the press, and they were slowing the tempo down. Great coach change and adjustment there by Coach Powell.
Coach Ware talking about that right now. It definitely didn't feel like 10, but Thompson spinning and hit the bottom of the rim. Then he goes up again and is fouled. I think this will be Pilon picking up the foul for Armstrong.
There was a quick move there by Thompson, and it was also an aggressive rebound.
Yeah, maybe kind of had it blocked a little bit on the first one, but then goes up again. Cooper has not been shooting free throws well. One reason why they're trailing it here, and that continues right there. One for 6 so far.
I know Coach Powell is excited about the fact that these guys are getting to the foul line. I'm sure he wishes that some of these free throws will convert. Now, I wonder if some of this due to legs from playing last night's game against Footley.
They have a reach-in call there against Wiley Hunt. It's the third team foul on Cooper, and Armstrong has just 4. I kind of like games where you're not like immediately in the bonus and whistles blowing every second. I think they've done a nice job officiating so far.
Absolutely, letting the guys play a little bit. They understand the significance of this game. So because it's a cross-town rival matchup, but I didn't think
Ware lost it on the way in.
Good way to settle it down, get it, value the possession. Good job by Hicks there.
And that pass tried to shovel it inside, but Burgoyne blocked it. Now Ware stepping up and nails it.
Good way to save the possession. I thought it was going to be a turnover, but he was able to save it and make a nice pull-up jump shot.
He's been good as advertised so far. 10 points already for the Falcons. They lead 22-16. Drive, I think he wanted to pass that, and then at the last second tried to shoot.
He was always taught never jump to make a pass. Stay on your feet.
Hall getting a screen from Olsen. Pick and roll again. This time Kemple finishing. Nice pass by Hall.
Great old school pick and roll. Good job. Good finish by Eli.
Good patience, too, because they tried it once, and Cooper defended it well, so then they just went back to it again.
Well, that's what we talked about earlier. You know, who's going to decide to dictate the outcome of the game, and I like the poise of Ware and the guards over at Armstrong. But if you look at Jones with the follow-up offensive rebound,
and not sure what we had called there. Jones gets the basket. I don't believe there was a foul, or was there?
I didn't see a foul call. Was it a warning?
Yeah, maybe they touched the ball coming out of the hoop. I'm not sure.
Delay game, yeah. That's
going to get another bump there on A.J. Riley Hunt, his second.
Yeah, that's the second foul he's picked up at half court trying to guard Ware. I'm not sure what he's looking to do. Is he trying to turn him? But his second foul there. He's too valuable to the team right now to be picking up fouls like that so far away from the basket.
Smart play by Ware, too. I think he knew that he was probably going to be fouled, and he, was willing to take the hit.
Yep, good way to draw the foul. Good experience. We talked earlier about that's a great move.
Ooh, nice footwork by Nason on that one after he looked a little bit, rushed on a couple of earlier ones. Another foul call here on Cooper. This one will be against Hicks.
Well, I think we talked earlier about his experience. And you can see it playing out today. Desmond picking up 3 fouls in the last couple of minutes. Now they're going to put some length on him and Butler, which is going to be a fun matchup here. I like the patience that Armstrong has been playing with in the last couple of minutes here.
Where the drive pass was deflected, and now the Hawks get it with Hicks. Too strong, put back, wouldn't go for Bird. Now they tried to throw it ahead to Ware, and
it's out of bounds.
Cooper got lucky there because
yeah.
Ware was going to have a layup, but they were out of bounds. And Nason, when he tried to intercept that one, he landed. I think it was a good call, but Ware was like all excited, like I'm going to basically get the ball here for the layup.
It's going to be as easy as bucket all night.
High pick and roll again here. Olsen back out to Ware. He'll shoot a
long
very
three.
long three. That one was way off. That one looked kind of like a tired shot, too.
He looked up at the clock and realized it was 8 seconds left. He thought he had to hoist it up. I would have liked to see him move the ball a few more times and take a quality shot there.
Sometimes you feel like you're a little closer to the hoop than you really are, and then all of a sudden you realize, look at where my feet are. I'm on the Armstrong logo there.
I don't want to call that the Steph Curry effect.
Yeah.
It's a great look in there.
Drive and dish, and Bird will get it. Actually, it was knocked away from its intended target, but it went right to Bird. Cooper's within 2.
I like Cooper playing through their bigs. Playing through their bigs is keeping them in this game here, so. That's a good look. Great defense.
Oh, we'll get a foul call on Bird.
That was a little late.
Yeah, the whistle came late. It did. I thought it kind of did look like a foul, but then the whistle didn't come for long enough that Cooper was ready to get out and running. Yeah,
it's a clear foul. But it's okay.
Sometimes that first try on blowing the whistle doesn't work. That might have been what it was. Free throw no good there. Renke coming back into the game for Armstrong. Ware is going to get a little breather here.
It's going to be interesting to see how the Falcons now facilitate with the Ware being on the sidelines.
He's certainly done most of the ball handling for them.
And I wonder if Coach Bo Powell is going to have his team press with Ware being on the side.
Hussein, a step-back jumper, no good. Hall grabs it. And then Hussein blocking that one out of play.
I think Hussein had a great drive there. I would have liked to see him convert and go all the way down with the left-hand layup there. It was wide open for him. Felt like the settled step-back jump shot. I think if he had to do it all over again, I think he would go all the way to the basket and get those easy 2 points there.
Hall with the drive and the finger roll. Nice shot.
Really nice. Normally when Ware was doing that same sideline pick and roll and he was bouncing to the roll guy, Hall kept the ball and made it all the way in there for a good layup.
Boy, and he knew there was some size coming at him too, so he really got that ball up quick and high. Thompson, stop and go move and draws foul.
It's a great hesitation move by Thompson there to create the contact and the call.
Kemple will pick it up. Cooper hasn't made him pay as much, but Armstrong has got to be figuring, man, we got to stop fouling on some of these difficult shots. Just play good D.
I think the help side defense, once it starts to get there a little sooner, you'll prevent some of those driving lanes for Cooper.
Ware coming back in, and I think that was just, he was winded. He needed to take a little breather. That's the thing, you sometimes don't realize how hard a guy has to work bringing the ball up against pressure all the time. So a 3-point lead for Armstrong, approaching 2.5 minutes to go here in this first half.
I like the fact that Armstrong's moving the basketball, moving their bodies, causing Cooper to have to play defense, which is good.
Turnaround by Ware won't go, and Nason grabs the rebound.
You see both teams now going to their offense, both ends of the court to settle more of the isolation basketball, which is really good. You get a good pull-up jump shot here by Butler.
Ooh, Butler stepping into that one and nails it. That's the first made three by Cooper, and they tie it up at 26.
He's an energy guy for real. You can see it both sides of the court every time he gets into the game.
Olsen for Kemple was a little behind him. He did a good job retrieving it, though, and now finds Ware for a corner three, and no good. Butler had the rebound and knocked away. It'll be Cooper ball. Chance for them to take the lead here. Knocked away from Hussein, and Ware up with the steal. Spins and dishes, but that one won't fall.
I would like to see Armstrong take a little bit more time off the clock, make the defense work from Cooper.
Butler down the baseline and lays it in, and he was eyeing a dunk, I think, there, but somebody got their hand on the ball a little bit, so he just finished nicely with the layup. Cooper by 2.
Great drive by Butler.
Ware looking to turn the corner, and then kicks it out for Hall's corner three.
That
and
is
that's
a great
money.
driving kick there by Desmond. Good shooter ready to catch and shoot. Great job by Bell.
We mentioned 23 points a game, but also about 10 assists a game for Desmond Ware. And Hall's had a big first half off the bench. He's got 8 points already for the Falcons, and they're back in front by 1. Nason underneath to Thompson.
There it is. This is the tempo. Now it's 15 seconds. Should be one shot. Let's see how Desmond controls these last 10 seconds.
High pick and roll as Kemple comes out there. He'll stop and fire. No good. And Cooper is going to be able to take a 1-point lead into halftime of this one. Interesting, entertaining first half. And our score at the half is Cooper 30, Armstrong 29. We'll be back with first half highlights and then more basketball for you here. The all Robbinsdale matchup here on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company. by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
Welcome back here to Armstrong as Cooper leading at 30-29 as the Robbinsdale rivals meet up again here in boys basketball after a good first half. We'll check out some highlights from that opening half of play. Starting to see some trends developing. Cooper getting some inside hoops, and starting with this one by Jones. They definitely have the size advantage. Armstrong unable to throw over the top of pressure this time for Olsen, getting one of his 3 first half buckets. And watch Hussein rising up for a nice spinning jumper from the baseline there for the Hawks. Here's Ware stepping into the middle and hitting the little floater there as he, not surprisingly, leading the way for them. And a little runner at the other direction is Hicks hitting it for the Hawks. This one kind of lucky for Armstrong. We got broken up, but Ware picks it up and hits a 15-footer. And then Butler stepping into a 3 at the top of the key. Looked really good there in rhythm, nails it. Watch Hall with the finger roll here up over the big guys, and he had a good first half off the bench. You see the scoring leaders. Jones with 6 to lead the way for Cooper, and Butler with 5. And Ware with 10, and then Hall off the bench with 8. Leading for Armstrong. So we'll take a timeout. We will come back with our second half. Obviously still anybody's ball game here. 1-point lead for Cooper. More basketball up next on CCX.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
And welcome back here. As you look at some of the crowd here at Armstrong, I'm not going to lie, a little smaller crowd than I expected, but it is a Saturday afternoon and a little wintry weather and a lot of things going on too. And if you're being honest, the fact that both teams were off to a really slow start probably lowers it a little bit too, but that's all right. Everybody enjoying a good game here as Olsen buries a 3.
It's a great set coming out of halftime by Coach Ware.
Don't you feel great as a coach when it works like that?
Absolutely. Just the way you drew it up.
Nice dish. Ooh, Hussein underneath for Wiley Hunt for an easy 2. Both teams look like they figured something out there at halftime.
Yeah, I think both coaches went into halftime just telling the guys to settle down. Let's just play our brand of basketball. Be patient. Make the other team work defensively. And you can see that coming out right now. Here's another lineup 3 ball.
Olsen missing. Rotated around here. Wiley Hunt finding Jones and then back out.
I like the patience from Cooper right now. Early in the game, they were taking up a lot of quick shots. Right now, they're forcing Armstrong to play some defense, which is really good. Good ball reversal, good ball movement.
Hussein missing the shot. Ware grabs the rebound.
Jay, we were talking earlier about boxing out, and you can see on that last possession there how they took Jalil off the board by boxing him out, which allowed for Armstrong to get the possession to go down and to get a good shot attempt.
Thompson was fouled as he split between defenders. And again, kind of late on the call. I think they're waiting to see, does it go in? They'll probably not call it if it does, but see the move and Kempo getting into him with the body. That's the good and bad of when you got football players on your team. Sometimes they're used to more contact. And Thompson, a football player as well.
Yes. I believe he played quarterback for Cooper.
Yeah, some quarterback and some defense. And
the contact, he's looking for it. Good way to step to the line, make the first free throw.
Yeah, that's something that definitely Cooper did not do well in the first half, was shoot free throws, and they got to the line a lot more than Armstrong did because they were getting it inside. Ware giving it up to Olsen. Nice shot fake, and then he goes into the middle. Did he travel? Yeah.
Too many steps.
It was either going to be that or maybe an offensive foul even. He looked like he was pretty determined that he was going to go for that no matter what, and kind of lowered his shoulder too, but probably better off for him getting travel rather than a foul.
You can see Ware went into halftime coming out trying to use Olsen a lot. First couple of possessions went through him. Caused the defense to shift away from where Desmond to focus on somewhere else. So later in the game, they could kind of shift it back to where he's able to attack the basket, attack the lane to get the shots he wants. And it's also to allow for the shooters to get warm, to get going. So for those driving temp attempts, they're ready to catch and shoot the ball.
Well, Ware won't get a steal on that last one, but he definitely forced that turnover, got his hand on the pass, and then it went out off Cooper. Phillips back in there after sitting for quite a while with foul trouble for Armstrong later in that first half. Ware, oh, wow. That was a nice finish. You can tell he had some touch on that ball as it kind of bounced around on the rim.
And I like how Jalil just went straight up. He didn't try to go over and try to block the shot. He just went vertical, which forced Desmond to take a tougher shot than anticipated, but it was a great defense, but a better offensive possession there.
Wiley Hunt trying to save that one, but his foot was on the line, so it'll go to Armstrong. There's Noah Butler coming in. We were saying at halftime he had a solid first half off the bench for them, 5 points. Much like Hall for Armstrong, who came in and got 8 points. So you always like to see that when some guys, not only don't mess things up when they come off the bench, but they also contribute some positive things.
And both players were spark plugs for their teams. Hit timely shots, and they also played great defense. So I like having them both having Butler back on the court to see what energy he brings.
Oh my goodness, what a tip in by Ware. He missed a floater there, and that was an unbelievable tip.
Great shot, but he was determined to get there, and I love that he stayed positive, he stayed within himself. And that's a great drive.
The steal and layup. What a sequence for Desmond Ware, and Armstrong now up 5. Jones coming out to get it. Kicks to Hussein on the wing, and that was perfect timing.
Catch and shoot.
Cooper back to within 2 after their second made 3 of the afternoon here.
I really like that shot on last possession by Hussein. Early in the game, he was taking some threes, a little more rush. There he allowed the shot to come to him and didn't force it.
Oh, Desmond Ware is on fire. Yeah, there's 9 points in this half. Hits a long 3 from the wing there, back to a 5-point lead for the Falcons.
But I like how Coach Ware had the offense go early to Olsen to allow for Desmond to let the game come to him, and now you can see it. It's just riding right off his hand. Everything he throws up looks like it's going in because he's not forced to do it all by himself.
Dishes to Olsen here. Pretty good look, but it wouldn't drop. And then Butler's got it. Let's see. He's going to be out of bounds. It will be Armstrong ball.
Great hustle there by Butler.
Yeah, it just bounced far enough into the corner that he couldn't quite keep his foot in. Tough spot to inbound from, though, for Armstrong here a little bit. It can be, anyway. But Phillips gets over there to receive. Ware getting a pick from Kemple. Then he goes back for Kemple. It was bounced away, though, by Bird.
It's a great look.
Olsen will shoot a 3, and he hits.
Great shot there by Olsen.
Yeah, second 3 of the half already. He has 12 points in the game. Now, biggest lead, 8 points.
Well, right now, Cooper's going to have to pick that poison. Do you want to take the ball out of Desmond's hand, or are you going to leave Olsen for the shots? Or do you put the pressure there and allow Desmond to continue to attack the basket?
You can kind of see Olsen's confidence rising from the first half. He was a little bit tentative.
Yeah. Again, we talked earlier in the broadcast, we were talking about who'll come down to guard play. And right now, Hussein is up there taking a lot of good shots. But you see the difference between Cooper on offense and Armstrong on offense. You have one guard that's really orchestrating to get his team going, and the other is kind of just letting things happen.
Bird called for the foul there. Cal Pilon looked like he wanted to dunk there. He took a long time to get that shot up. He probably would have been better off just going right up right away here.
Oh, yeah, he wanted to dunk.
Free throw is good. Nason coming back in for Jones now. Milan a chance to make it a 10-point game, and he does exactly that. So Armstrong coming out looking much better offensively early in the second half, and they lead 46-36.
Halftime adjustments are important to see. Looks like Cooper is sitting, they're still trying to find their way, trying to get their offense going. Whereas Armstrong, they have a good system that they're executing. Good swing.
Butler an open look, and he hits his second three of the afternoon.
Well, that was a great pass by Nason there. Earlier in the game, he was trying to force it over 3 or 4 guys. He just squared up, looked across the court, found a wide open shooter. That's a great pass, great shot there by Butler.
Yeah, I don't think it's time for Cooper to panic. I mean, Armstrong's not going to keep making every shot like they have been early in this half.
No, and it's not time to panic. It's just time to run your offense. That's a lot of quick shots there by both teams. Just settle down and just relax, allowing yourself to understand that's not a 7-point shot in basketball. Take possession by possession, rebound the basketball, and eliminate some of those turnovers.
Lon called for a travel as he fell to the floor with that one after he had missed and Kemple had missed.
So you see Cooper calling out one of their set plays. So let's see the execution here.
Hussein giving it back over to Wiley Hunt. Nason calling for it inside, and then Hussein popping out to the wing, no good. Bird, though, up for the rebound.
That's a great rebound.
Butler goes it down the lane and is fouled. Armstrong just couldn't quite get squared up enough to take the charge there.
I think this goes back to what we were talking earlier, using your body, trying to put it on a defender, which great job by Armstrong there, which allowed a little lane there for Butler to drive down there to draw the foul.
Free throw is good. Yeah, they've had a little trouble sometimes where they're getting a block out, but then they're using so much body and energy to just block out that they aren't jumping and grabbing the rebound themselves. And it's easier said than done when you're playing against somebody that's a little bigger and maybe a little stronger than you.
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, you're going to realize that it takes 5 guys to rebound, and sometimes Armstrong can send it 2, maybe 3. Once they send all 5 guys to the board, a lot of those offensive second chances that Cooper is getting will be taken away. Great drive and finish.
Oh, Ware with the layup plus a foul. Boy, Armstrong did a good job not panicking on the way up court there, too, and a good find.
Great way the quickest way to beat a press is to pass the basketball, which they just executed perfectly there.
Yeah, Olsen bouncing it ahead, and then Bird will pick up the foul. Ware's free throw is good. He is filling up the scorebook in the second half. I mean, he had a good first half, too, with 10. He's already got 12 points in the second. And the lead is 49-40 as we get a timeout taken here.
One of the things I really like is coming out of halftime, you see Armstrong stop playing the fast-paced, up-tempo brand of basketball, settle down and running their offense that Coach Ware and his staff have put it into place. Whereas Cooper on the other side, they're still playing a good brand of basketball. There are some things that they could do a little differently. It's more ball movement, more attacking the basket, and settling down. There are times in possession, 2 or 3 passes, the third guy, fourth guy feels that he has to attack. I think if they just move it around a little more, they'll get those same shots in another pass or 2.
Yeah, Armstrong has looked a lot more efficient offensively, it feels like, in the second half. I mean, there were times they were scoring in the first half, but it wasn't necessarily out of a good set.
But I think it comes down to experience, you know what I mean? It comes back to the guard play. I'm huge on guard play, and that was a great drive.
Bird is fouled as he passed that one off to Nason. That's going to be Kempel's third. And Armstrong saying, is this a shooting foul? And they say, yes, it is.
I thought he was passing the ball, but.
And Bird's free throw bounces in. Yeah, he did end up passing it, but I guess you could make the case that he was going up intending to shoot, I guess.
It's so tough when you're down there and the game is moving so quickly to really determine what it is. So good call by the officials. Great job to get to the foul line and convert both free throws.
Yeah, that's important for Cooper. They did not shoot it well from the line in the first half, and Bird making a pair, and they pull back within 7. Ware drives and is fouled. I think it'll be Nason that picks it up. He did not think so, as he was just trying to stay squared up. He switches to help out, and I guess maybe enough of a bump to kind of have knocked the dribbler off pace a little bit.
And those are so tough, because you tell the guys to play a little more physical, use your body, and now, those are the tough calls to make during the course of the game. But later on, those kind of calls can dictate the outcome of a game, whether a guy can be on the court or if he has to sit.
And Cooper, though, not able to take advantage of that Olsen air ball as they turn it over on the way back up court. 10:20 to go, and Armstrong leading by 7 here on their home court, looking for their first win of this season. Cooper got their first win Friday night against Fridley, where that time missing inside. Butler had it blocked. It'll stay with Cooper.
I like the drive. I think he one dribble earlier would have been a bounce pass to a big for an easier layup. Looked like he was trying to go in there and try to draw a foul to pick up a foul on the Falcons there, but great drive attempt, not the outcome that he or Coach Powell wanted to see.
Pass deflected on that pick and roll, and then stolen back though by Butler. Layup good plus a foul.
Good way to turn the ball over and then get the ball back and then score 2 points on the other end.
Just the way he planned it, right?
Absolutely. He said, don't worry about it, Coach Powell, I'll make up for it, and he did exactly that.
And then Phillips compounds the turnover by also fouling here, and Butler will get a chance for a three-point play, and it looked pretty obvious he did. He fouled him. That's where the length of Cooper, deflecting that outlet pass really showed up right there. Butler not able to finish the three-point play, though.
What's going to be interesting to see is that Bell came back in the game for the Falcons there, so both energy spark plugs are on the court.
Phillips getting it out to the wing. Pilon is way short with that one. Butler throwing it ahead. Nice pass. Wiley Hunt was fouled and will go to the line. Pilon will pick it up, and that is his 4th. So A.J. Wiley Hunt will be at the line here. Cooper, wasn't long ago they were down 10. It's now 5, but he misses on the free throw attempt. Kempel back in, and Pilon with that 4th foul will sit. And Alex Olsen also coming back in now for Phillips. Misses them both, but they keep it alive. Eventually Olsen gets it though, and Ware is out ahead of the field again. That'll be another goaltend. Count the basket for Ware.
That's great hustle by Butler there. But a clear goaltending.
Ware is the one guy that they don't want to let loose, but he snuck behind him a couple of times on similar plays. Oh, unfortunately, we've got an injured Hawk here. as Wiley Hunt is down. Looks like they might be looking at his ankle, perhaps. Oh, I'm glad to see him up and able to walk, but
Always good to see.
see what happens to Wiley Hunt here as he comes down awkwardly. Oh, yeah. Looking to grab that rebound, and his foot is turned a little bit. So Falcons by 7. Still got over 9 minutes to go. Cooper made a nice push after Armstrong had gone up by as much as 10. Now a little zone look here from the Falcons. Lob into Butler. It's off his shoulder, though, and Ware grabs it. Ware forced that one.
Tough shot.
Thompson to Hussein. Back to Bird. Layup no good, but a foul on Gabe Hall. I think he might have been underneath in that restricted area there.
Yes, he was.
Good pass by Hussein, not wasting any time. Cooper would have loved to see that one go in. It almost did, obviously, but Bird's free throw is good. He'll have one more coming here. And unlike some of his teammates, he's stepped up and gone 4 for 4 at the line here in the second half. So back to a 5-point game. And Cooper coming with full court pressure now. No doubt who they want to get the ball into the hands of right away, Desmond Ware.
Very composed.
Olsen getting a pick but missed it. Nice rebound by Phillips. And he'll bring it back out. Ware, oh, nice hesitation move, layup and a foul. Boy, it just looked like he was going to stop and shoot that, and then turned on the speed, lays it in.
Every time Cooper goes on a mini run, Desmond comes down the other end and stop it. Great drive.
Yeah, first the shot fake, but then right there.
That hesitation just froze everyone.
It did. It kind of froze me. I mean, I thought he was about to pull up. 8-point lead now for Armstrong. Desmond Ware has been phenomenal here in the second half especially, but all game.
The good thing about the Falcons, they're playing off of his energy and his leadership. So good job by Desmond. Good way for his team to rally behind him and continue to play a good brand of basketball that Coach Ware and his staff has put together in game plan for today's matchup.
Butler dribbled into traffic, but he gets it back. Tried to go to Bird, taken away. Now Kemple throwing for Ware. Oh, this time a little too far. He does save it.
That's just where the inexperience comes in.
Hussein the other way, blocked by Olsen. And Kemple had it, then his pass was knocked away. Butler throwing it to Ware. What a wild sequence this is. Ware with the left-hand layup, no good. Rebound, blocked, but a foul. As Gabe Hall tried to go back up with that one, and he was fouled. That was, we had a little bit of everything in that back and forth sequence. Not all of it pretty, but.
I don't think the players were having the crowd do the wave, but that possession had everyone up and down the whole possession.
Hall missing that free throw. One more time coming for Gabe, who had 8 points in the first half, hasn't scored yet in the second, and still has not as he goes 0 for 2 there, and it stays an 8-point lead for Armstrong.
I think right now Cooper's going to have to settle down, take some quality shots, make the defense work a little bit, take some time off the clock. Great shot there by Thompson, but take some time and force Armstrong to play some defense.
Boy, Thompson's really good at using his body to kind of knock the defender off a little bit, but not so much to draw a foul.
what I like about him is he's playing tough. Just like we said earlier, a football player, a quarterback, and defensive end. He's forcing himself, imposing his will in tonight's matchup. So I really like the way he's playing. And he's moving a lot quicker than a lot of the class who are guarding him will probably anticipate.
We're trying to find Kemple inside. They weren't quite on the same angle there, and it ends up as a turnover. So Cooper just kind of staying with it. They're within 6. Looks like Hall might have a bloody nose there, so he comes out. Still plenty of time to go. Cooper hasn't really made a big run, but enough to get right back in it, down 6.
I think Cooper has to go back inside to their big players, their post players. A great drive there by Thompson.
Bird keeps it alive and knocked away from him. It'll be Cooper ball, though. They've struggled to keep him off the glass as well as Jones and Nason. And haven't seen Jones for a while. A little bit surprising, but sometimes you go with the combination that's working for you right at the time, too.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see if Cooper comes out of this timeout, forcing the ball inside. They'll foul away from shooting free throws, building the bonus. So hopefully we see Cooper come out there with the execution that they're looking for. And Armstrong, again, I wish they'd go back to putting their bodies on the offensive guys to control the defensive possessions.
Yeah, it's always kind of discouraging when you play a pretty decent defensive possession, but then can't get that defensive rebound. And as I mentioned earlier, though, sometimes as much as you'd like to say just block out and you'll be good, it's easier said than done.
Absolutely.
When you're playing against a bigger guy.
Absolutely. And I'll be honest with you, the conditioning for Cooper is really impressing me. Having to play, this is their 4th game this week. Most players would have been, and teams would have been really dragging, and right now it looks like Cooper's still in it. I mean, it's really, really good to see them continue to battle, being the 4th game in a week.
Yeah, and they've played a good 8-man rotation where it's like everybody's been able to get a little bit of a rest, but guys have come off the bench and done very solid jobs for them. Now, can they close the game strong? They're down 6.
Armstrong came out in the 2-3 zone. Let's see what they look for. Looking to try to get the ball inside the post player here.
Yeah, Nason is down low and Bird kind of at a high post.
The problem is the ball never reversed to the left side of the court. It stayed on this right side, which allowed Armstrong defense to really just sit in that zone. I'm sure Cooper's going to come out and move the ball from right to left to force the Falcons to play better defense.
Yeah, there just wasn't a lot of room to pass that ball inside. They were sagging back enough. Ooh, and almost a steal there. It's going to stay with Armstrong.
Which I'm not sure why he didn't just throw the ball closer to the basket and let Ware go down there and catch the ball.
It feels like sometimes people make it harder than it needs to be on those inbound. If there's enough room, you should be able to get open one-on-one. Olsen looking at a 3 there. Wouldn't go after a nice pass from Ware.
Great driving kick.
Yeah, that's a shot they want. And maybe not so early in the clock necessarily, but I mean, it was a good open look.
Yeah, and I think what Coach Ware and those guys came out in the half, and earlier those possessions were falling left and right. Right now, when you have to protect your lead to a degree, not asking you to run the clock out, but take quality shots.
Phillips shooting, wouldn't go. Kemple the rebound, he missed, but he was fouled. As Nason, I think that ball kind of stayed on the rim longer than he thought it was going to, and so Kemple ended up with the rebound.
Yeah, it stayed on there just a little longer than he anticipated, and which forced a foul on him there. And it'll be interesting to see when Coach Powell goes back to Jones.
Kemple's free throw bounces in. He has 3 points. Yep, there he is right now. Second free throw here for Eli Kemple. I missed it, but Phillips the long rebound. Ware, quick floater, too hard.
Thought that was a little too early in the possession to take that shot. I would have liked to see them pull the ball back and run one of their sets.
Hussein, a shot fake from the top, then he steps in closer, no good, but another offensive rebound. Jones in there and got it. Armstrong struggling to keep them off the glass.
It's got to swing. It's got to swing.
Hussein from the
Good
top
shot
nails
there.
a three. 4-point game. Under 5 to play now.
Great decision making there by Thompson, not trying to force the ball into Jones, moving the ball back up top to Hussein, who spotted up and made a nice 3-point shot.
Phillips now out to Ware. Step back. That one is off target there, and Wiley Hunt letting him know about it as he played pretty good D on that one.
There's 11 seconds left on the shot clock on that possession there. I'm not sure that was the shot that Coach Ware was looking for in that possession there.
So Cooper within 4 and a chance to cut into it a little bit more. Oh, Ware nearly had the steal, and
Good
Thompson
pass,
deferred.
Thompson. Well, that's what happens when the ball goes from right to left, making a defense shift. You're going to find those gaps there where you can make the pass. That was a great look. Maybe that's that quarterback playing them.
2-point lead for Armstrong, but it's feeling very tenuous right now as Cooper storming back. Phillips. Under 10 on the clock. Here's Ware. Getting into the lane, keeps the drive going and scores.
Great possession there. Didn't force it, made the defense shift back and forth, found the lane that he wanted to take. Drive, easy conversion.
Ware's tired too, you can tell, but trying to conserve energy. Bird, nice turn and move. I thought he might have traveled there, but he got it up and in, and they're back within 2. Armstrong giving Ware a little bit of a break, not having him bring the ball up every time here. Pick and roll right off the chest of Pilon, and it's a turnover, and Cooper again has a chance to tie or even go ahead with a 3.
Armstrong came out of their zone, went man.
Thompson.
Good pass,
deferred.
Thompson. That's his 3rd straight assist to the post player there, which is really, really great.
57-57. Cooper has fought back from a 10-point deficit.
Next foul, either way, is going to be free throws. So,
Ooh, near steal there. Olsen.
oh, what a dagger! Good shot there by Olsen.
Armstrong back in front. Approaching 2 minutes to go in this one. Crowd getting into it. Here's Bird, another opportunity. Missed that one though.
And it looked like he wanted to go right over the rim, or then he looked like he wanted the basket or the backboard.
Yeah, he just got maybe a little down low too far to have a good angle on the board, I guess. Looked like it was going to be an easy 2. Here's Olsen again. This time, no. Hussein's pass, though, blocked by Olsen right to Kempo for 2.
This is where your guards have to take control and show leadership, value the possessions.
5-point Armstrong lead. Minute and a half to go.
You don't have to force the 3-point shot up. Again, you would want to see teams attacking the basket. You can't turn the ball over there. You can't turn the ball over.
Tried to hand it off, and Phillips saw it coming and took it. Now Armstrong needs to work clock here.
Yep. You can see the veteran leadership here out of Desmond. You have Thompson guarding him. He's going to be physical with him.
And a foul.
They're in a 1-on-1.
Thompson will pick it up. Not a bad play. You don't want to let him, dribble out and use most of the shot clock there. Also, the shot clock was very late in restarting. Armstrong would have had a chance for like a 40-second possession there.
Trying to bring your energy guys back. There he is. Butler's back on the court.
Boy, it's funny how this changed quickly where Armstrong was way up, then all of a sudden Cooper caught him, but now the Falcons answering with some good momentum. That Olsen 3 and then Ware doing his work.
It's a great basketball game for a Saturday afternoon.
7-point lead for the Falcons. We're under a minute to go. Cooper will need to be efficient. They don't need to rush, but they need to get hoops.
That's a great drive. That's a great drive.
That's a good way to start. Wiley Hunt, a layup and a foul.
The most important part, they stop the clock here, which is important.
Kemple will pick up his 4th. That went about as well as you could hope for Cooper right there. Like you say, get the clock stoppage and the foul. Now they need to make free throws, though. And he does.
This should be a timeout here. Yep. So we know
64-60. This one turning out to be as good as advertised here. As both teams, we said, struggling coming in, but great matchup.
Great matchup. You understand that Armstrong's going to try to put the ball in their best free throw shooter's hands coming out of this press breaker. And I just want Armstrong or Cooper to understand there's still a lot of time left in the game. You don't have to come down and shoot a contested or out of control 3-point shot. Continue to shoot. Both teams are in a bonus. So it's going to be a great 52 seconds left in the game here.
Yeah, you realize how many possessions this could still be with this amount of time. It'd be kind of interesting to see, I mean, if they really try hard to make sure they get the ball out of Ware's hands, if they throw like an immediate double at him, or because that's obviously who Armstrong wants to have the ball.
Yeah, Coach Ware's going to try to put the ball in Desmond's hands for sure. It's going to be what's the possession out of the timeout that Cooper wants is going to dictate a lot of the rest of this game here. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Phillips wisely checking with the official, make sure I can run the baseline if needed. Uh-oh, nobody getting open. Now finally they do. Pilon picks up the dribble. They're going to have to hurry here. Ware does get it ahead to Phillips.
You got a foul.
Timeout taken by Armstrong. Coach Ware was worried that they were going to have a 10-second call, I think. They didn't panic, though. I mean, for a little while, you're looking like they maybe were kind of going into a double team, but they did get the ball reversed.
Yeah, I think Cooper coming out playing that man-to-man full court press surprised me there. I thought they would have kind of send a trapper there to kind of speed them up a little bit, to force longer passes. But Armstrong did a good job keeping their composure, making the passes necessary to get past the press, and then great timeout there by Coach Ware to get his guys ready for these last 43 seconds.
Cooper, as I kind of expected, did a pretty good job denying Desmond Ware the ball there, so they didn't, they've kind of gone to using some other people to bring it up occasionally to give him a little bit of a respite there.
It's going back to Olsen.
Now, earlier in the game, he would have shot that, but now they drive it inside. Kemple on the
great
finish.
Execution there.
6-point lead, Falcons, and then Ware knocks it loose. Kemple diving on the floor for it. They get it out, and Ware comes up with it. And
that's a great timeout there by Coach Ware.
Boy, Kemple's gotten to some loose balls this afternoon. He's the first guy to dive for it. Everybody else wants it, but he's going in hard and low, and he got that one as well.
Yeah, I thought I would have liked to see Cooper take a foul there instead of letting Armstrong run 20 seconds off the clock. You would have thought they would have got a foul to play the free throw in the time possession game there. So picking up, allowing Armstrong to come up with the possession and then to call a timeout. Now you're going to see what kind of play they come out of this timeout here. I expect the ball to be in either Olsen or Ware's hand coming out of this timeout.
And both teams are in the bonus, neither in the double bonus, so we're late enough in the game that that's probably not going to be a factor. But, yeah, I think if the ball gets inbounded cleanly here, Cooper's pretty much going to have to foul right away. It's a 6-point deficit. You'd like to get a steal without having to do that, but if they do, in fact, get it in, I think you probably have to go ahead and take a foul.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see who Cooper puts on the inbounder. You'll want some length there that can kind of distract and be in the way of the inbounder. So let's see what happens out of this timeout from Armstrong and Cooper. So it looks like they give the inbounder free reign to pass the ball.
Wiley Hunt doing his best to deny Ware the ball. Now they do get it to Ware, and he is fouled. That was a little extra there, but Wiley Hunt will pick up his third. And so Ware will head to the other end for 1 and 1. If you can hit this first one, it would make it a 3-possession game.
Long.
No good, though. Oh,
they
and
gave up the
there's
offensive
a rebound
rebound.
by Kemple, and Ware shoots it again. Probably didn't need that shot.
Didn't need the shot, no.
Hussein looking for 3.
Oh, he hit it.
Well, Cooper not out of it yet.
Yeah,
that
no,
brings
Ware.
him within 3.
You can see Coach Ware there wondering why we took 2 shots in that last possession there instead of dribbling the ball out and drawing the foul. Huge shot there by Hussein.
Yeah, Armstrong, you're getting, I mean, you miss a free throw, but you get kind of an unexpected offensive rebound. That one should have come back out.
Well, you said earlier these last at the 43-second mark, how many possessions or how many minutes this is going to last, and this is what you want to see, Jay. The cross-rival matchup on a Saturday afternoon with 2 teams that are growing and coming together and trying to figure it out. These are the kind of matchups they need, kind of games they need to help their development, help their team look back on this as an experience to get better as the season progresses.
Yeah, and especially with these late game situations too. I mean, you do kind of simulate these things in practice, but it's not quite the same.
Absolutely. Both teams are hungry, so that you never get this kind of intensity in practice.
Oh, they're stopping play. Bird and Pilon were kind of bodying into each other a little bit, and the official came in and just basically said knock it off. Olsen does get into the Pilon. Ooh, dangerous throw there, and he got it to Ware, and then they take the foul.
I think they allowed 4 seconds off the clock there. I thought it was going to be a quicker foul on the catch.
Boy, that late in the game, if I was, I mean, I know they want to get it to Ware, but if I was Pilon, I'd just hold that ball until they fouled him. He threw a dangerous pass right underneath his own hoop.
Basket, right?
Ware missed a moment ago. This time, though, he hits, and now it's back to 4. And we only have 2.9 left, so that one may very well have clinched it unless the Hawks pull out a miracle here. But, wow, what a great battle. Ware's free throw no good. That might be a good thing, though, ultimately. And now he's fouled again.
The shooter was able to get the offensive rebound from the free throw. Can't have that happen at all. You know, both teams battled today, and I mean, it was just a great matchup. And Desmond, he, led his team like we talked about early in the game. Just the poise that he had throughout the course of the game, getting others involved early in the process. And for Cooper, I think, like Coach Powell said earlier before the game started, it's going to take a team effort. But you got to see a lot of the guys come together today and play a good brand of basketball. Because they're so young and inexperienced, some of these mistakes are going to happen. But I think he and his staff will get his guys ready to play next week and learn from this game today.
So a 69-63 win. Those 2 free throws made it 34 points for Desmond Ware here this afternoon. Great performance by him. Olsen also had 12, the rising sophomore for Armstrong. And on the Cooper side, they got good performance off the bench from Bird and Butler in particular. 11 points for Hussein, including that big 3 that gave him a chance late. So good effort by Cooper coming back. Armstrong makes some plays down the stretch, and great ball game here. So there's your final. Armstrong 69, Cooper 63. That'll do it here for our broadcast on CCX Sports. Thanks so much for joining us. For Raheem Simmons and all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Happy holidays, and hope you enjoyed this one here from Armstrong.